Well, hello, welcome to Izzy's Tarot. Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have gone anywhere, but you came to my channel. For that, I'm always grateful. Thank you so much. I'm going to do your Libra love prediction reading for November 10th through November 16th. Please keep in mind, this is a general read. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Don't try to make it your story. Just take what you can from it, leave the rest. In addition, please know the energy can go either way. It can be your energy, your significant other's energy, or someone else that's in your love space. Please keep that in mind as you watch and as you listen. Hey, if you enjoy my reading, or if my reading resonates with you, please give me a subscription or a like. I'd be most humbled, honored, and very grateful if you decide to give me a subscription or a like. Thank you. Thank you in advance if you do. Let's see what's going on with my peaceful, loving, kind, sweet, fun, giving Libras. Show me spirit guys. What's going on, my Libras? My loving Libras, my peaceful Libras, my giving, kind, sweet Libras. Let's see. Show me spirit guys. What you got going on, Libras? Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Judgment card. Four of Swords. And the King of Swords. Well. Hmm. Hmm. You know, I think I may be, be very honest, I think I may be reading for a man. I may be right here. First of all, here's the Seven of Pentacles here. And the Seven of Pentacles is growth. The Seven of Pentacles is growth. It's about looking back on your life or looking back on whatever situation it is and seeing if it's better than it was in the past. Seeing if it's grown, if you've achieved things together with someone, how this relationship that you have been in has turned out. And here is what's interesting to me. Whomever I'm reading for, and I'll say it again, I do believe it's a man. There's Seven of Cups is here. You're looking at other options. You don't feel like this person has grown. You feel like it's in the same situation as in the past. Whatever was happening when you first got with them, you think it's the same thing. Nothing has matured. It's just been in the same spot, the same space. That's what I see with this reading. And Seven of Cups, options. Oh, you're looking at your options now because in the middle of the reading, I'm going to tell you this Judgment card is here. And that's you. That's when I say it's you. It's someone you're having a realization that this person that you were with, they haven't changed. You've thought about a reunion with them, but I'm gonna tell you the Four of Cups is here. Excuse me, the Four of Swords is here. This is a break. That's a break because you're not putting up. I mean, for some reason or another, you're just saying no. I don't think you want to be back with them. I'm gonna be very. I think they want to be back with you. But I think there's a realization that you have now that this just didn't work and it didn't work before. What makes you think? What makes them think it's going to work again? And I think it's you because here's this King of Swords here, and you know the King of Swords can represent you. It can. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. King of Swords is very much about someone that's very rational, very analytical, intelligent, but you love a different way. You love from your heart space. Excuse me, you love from your head rather than your heart on this. You're loving from your head rather than your heart. So you're thinking this through and you're saying this person hasn't changed. Why would you go back to someone that hasn't changed? Why would you go back into a situation with someone that hasn't changed? Now this is not easy for you. But there's a break here. You're letting them go. You're letting them go because there are other options here. Because for you, why would you go back with someone that has not changed? And you know, you've been back with this person, but at this time, it's like this is the final break. This is a break. This is it because it's like you finally letting them go. That's what I think. You're finally letting them go because you finally have a realization now that this person's not changing. You're beginning to see other people with this Seven of Cups. There's other options that you have now. Before you were so focused on them, whoever this person was, and see they want to be back with you. This Judgment card is here. They just, thought you guys were going to get back together. I think this might have been one of those relationships too that it's you break up and then you make up. That type of relationship. But I think this is the man that's finally saying no. I don't want this. I don't want her anymore. I just don't want I don't want the headache. I don't want the heartache. I don't want the energy that we had before. I want something different. Give me 3 to 5 minutes. Let me clarify the reading. Sit back, relax. Let me clarify the reading. Let's see. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Sit back, relax, and let me clarify. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for my Libra? Show me, spirit guides. Oh, the Empress. The Empress. I think this person's pregnant. I do. But see, I almost think, and I hate to say this to you, whomever I'm reading for, I almost think this woman got pregnant because she knew that you had other options and she knew that you were thinking about moving on. It really doesn't matter because you're still going to move on. You're going to be a great parent, but you're still going to move on. But I see that with this. I do. Yeah, she's pregnant. But you still don't want, you guys are going to co-parent, but you don't want to be with her. Show me, spirit guys, why are these Seven of Cups here? Show me why the Seven of Cups here. Clarify the Seven of Cups for me, spirit guys. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Things are moving in your favor. When you see that Wheel of Fortune card, that means things are moving in your favor. In other words, I think that even though this woman is pregnant, I think the fact that you see other options, the fact that you've seen other things, the fact that you had already started the process of dating probably other women, I'm just going to be very honest, you've now seen a different life than you had with this woman. And I'll say this to you again, you must be very careful when I say get a DNA test. I'm sorry, that's just what I see. You must be very careful because, see, the Seven of Cups, you've seen different things now. You see things differently because you've been away from her. Even though has your child now, you still may have been, having intimacy with her. But you've seen a different life now. A different type of relationship you can have. Show me Judgment card. Clarify the Judgment card for me, spirit guys. Clarify the Judgment card for me. King of Pentacles? Huh. You're not going to get back with her, but you're going to make sure the baby is taken care of. Because there's an energy, that King of Pentacles, there's an energy here that you have. You've got money. You will take care of your child. But you're not going to get, this Judgment card is here. You don't mind, you're not going to get back with her, even though she wants to be back with you. Not that here's the deal. You were broken up with her, I think, with this Four of Swords. This is a final break here, though. But you were broken, but you still were intimate with her. Even though you were seeing other women. And I think you were. But there still was intimacy there. But you're going to take care of your baby. But this woman wants to get back with you because, like I said, and I'll say it again, get a DNA test. Get a DNA test. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. Show me why the Four of Swords is here, spirit guides. Clarify the Four of Swords for me, spirit guides, please. Why is the Four of Swords here? Clarify. Ace of Pentacles. Well, you're going to cut the money off from her like that, too. Now, let me say this. You're going to pay child support and do all those things that are necessary to do. But I think that this woman, perhaps, because I do believe you got a bag. You could have been a CEO. You could have owned businesses. I strongly believe that. But I strongly believe that this woman was a gold digger. Don't get upset with me if you're cross-watching this. Please do not send me a negative message. But what I'm saying is, you're going to cut off taking care of her as far as all the extra things that you did. Because see, I think you're moving on. You're going to co-parent, but you're not going to be there. You're not going to be buying Gucci this and Prada this or whatever. I'm just making I don't know, whatever names there are, whatever name brands, whatever she wants. No, but you're going to take care of your baby now. Yes, you're going to pay child support. But see, I think you have the bag. And that's why I think one of the reasons she wanted to be with you, and one of the reasons, say it again. Yeah, that she got pregnant. She knew you were looking. She tried to hold on, and I'm going to tell you, just be careful and get a DNA. Not that it couldn't be, but be very careful. Let's see why this King of Swords is here, because now you're in your head space. You're very analytical. You're thinking about how things are and how they are going to be. Let's see. Show me, spirit guys. King of Swords. King of Cups. Yeah, you still love her because she's the mother of your child. But yet still you're analytical. You're not letting your love for her take over your mind space. You're analytical. You're thinking it through now. You're trying to make sure, is this my child? You're asking those questions, which is okay, because you haven't been with her on a full-time basis. And like I tell you, I just think very honestly you should get a DNA. But you still, of course, you love her. King of Cups. There's energy, there's love here. She's the mother of your child, but you're very analytical about this too. You're logical. You think you want things a certain way, and it's not your way, and that's why you're not going to be with her. Let's start at the very beginning. Here's your the growth right here. This is someone that's pregnant. She's pregnant. She got pregnant on purpose. I'll say it again. Here's the Seven of Cups. You have different options because you've been dating. This has not been a steady relationship. Because here's the Wheel of Fortune. Things are beginning to move in your favor because you see different people, different mindset. Maybe not a gold digger. Maybe someone that just didn't want you for your money. Because here's his Judgment card. In the middle of the reading is that you've been on and off with her for quite some time. And I think you were thinking about being back together with her again. Because she's pregnant. But here's that King of Pentacles. You've got the bag. You're the one that has the money. Yeah, and you're going to take care of your child, but you're not going to be with them. I don't think you're going to be with the mother. I just don't see that because here's the Four of Swords. There's a break. There's a break also when it comes to the money, the extra money that you've been giving her as well. No, don't get me wrong. You're going to take care of your child to the utmost. But you're not going to be buying Gucci and Prada, and I'll say that again, and all those other things that you do. Because, see, you could be a King of Pentacles energy. You got a bag. You've got money. Yes, you've got the money. You know, you can own a business CEO, but you've got the money. And you're going to take care of your child, but you're just not going to give that extra money that you've been given and taking care of her, the mother. But the child will be taken care of because you're going to co-parent. You are King of Swords energy, but yet you have the King of Cups heart as well. But see, now with this King of Swords and you have the King of Cups, you're going to let her know, I'm still going to take care of my child, but I'm not going to be with you in that way. You're the mother of my child, and I will always love you for that. But that King of Cups, I'll always be there for you for that. But here's this King of Swords that's facing out. See how the King of Cups is looking that way, but the King of Swords is facing out. I'm now thinking logical. You're thinking analytical. You, in other words, she doesn't show you what you want. She may be a beautiful woman, but there's something that's missing. Something's missing. But you're going to take care of your child. But you're just not going to be with her. There'll be no marriage. At least not at this point. Let's see what my oracles have to say. Show me, spirit guys. You're logical about this too. You're making sure that you, and I think you're very logical, because I still say get a DNA. Let's see. Show me, spirit guys. What do you want to show me, spirit guys? Show me. Show me, spirit guys. Excuse me. It says communicate clearly. Communicate. It says listen to your intuition. Men sometimes think they don't have intuition, but they do. What they do. They do. And it's also saying there's something better. It says you're ready. And they're saying it's going to be a peaceful resolution to this. And that's what I have for you for your love prediction reading, Libra.